Okay, final day of recon. Got some weather system right where I want to go. I'm gonna check and see if they've got water here. I'm at the north end of Death Valley, and it was like 90 yesterday with a dust storm blowing in that weather system. That's where I'm heading, and I just need to find out what's going on with water, because I think that's going to be my potentially biggest problem. I'm in shorts though. It's November 11 or 12 or something, and it's like 55 degrees going on 60, and I'm gonna oh yeah, that's water, all right. Okay, that's confirmed. There's water. Don't know how good it is to drink. Black Spud of 2015. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, I got tailwind. About to run out of gravel. I mean, into gravel. And what's that? Why is that big rig out here in the middle of the desert? Oh, Walmart. Nice. Oh, I could have got some goods at the Walmart truck. I think he thought he could get through on this road. Following the GPS, this road ends in catastrophe. Actually, I think he thought he could get through on that Scotty's Castle Road, and there's a gate up there, so this delivery for Walmart. I think there's some snow in the mountains too. Looks like it got a little dusting up top up there. Very nice right here though. Fun begins. About to drop off pavement. See what kind of quality gravel this is. Cross my fingers, there's not a lot of washboard. That's what can really slow you down. Ah, this is more like gravel back home, minus the groove. So far, I'm still really on the fence about hardtail mountain bike versus this kind of bike. Gravel is really chunky and bumpy, so unless it improves, I think I could mosh through this section a lot better on 29er hardtail. So I gotta weigh that versus the extra weight, and then 50 to 60 some odd miles of pavement I was just on back there. Well, I didn't ride it today, but I drove it and I've ridden most of it at some point. So it's all pavement for a long ways, and then you hit this here, which is much less comfortable and slow going actually. I was a little worried about the weather, but it appears to just be mountain effect snow, or maybe a little rain. So it's not just fully coming on over here. So when I shoot through that gap in the mountains right there, right now it's looking pretty clear. So it's probably a reason they call it last chance. This is Death Valley. Pretty sweet spot though, for sure. Right over there is the racetrack where they have the magical sliding rocks phenomenon. I'm gonna go check that out later. My brother came up from SoCal camping with me, he and his wife, and I got my son with me. We're camped out back at Mesquite Wells, Mesquite Springs campground, and he should be coming out here to pick me up on the way back, save me some extra grief on this road once I've reconned into these mountains. It's getting a little cold and windy back there. A couple of snow squalls or rain squalls missed me, nothing hit the ground. A little bit of genuine Virga. Like up there you see some. I think I'm nearing Crankshaft Junction. Okay. After jarring myself for miles here, I think I'm coming to the conclusion the best deal is going to be my hardtail mountain bike. So here's my thought process. Definitely this is a more comfortable bike to ride, and it's doable on this kind of road, but you're constantly searching around for the right lines. It's kind of tedious riding. I'd almost rather just mob over stuff and enjoy the scenery at a little bit slower pace and save my body too from all the jarring. And then when I hit descents, I can definitely really open it up on that mountain bike. So the mountain bike, it's not just an ordinary mountain bike I've got, it's a full carbon wheel race bike. So I think it weighs in at 22 pounds. So a few pounds heavier, but compared to this bike, I probably would, this bike I'd carry an extra tire for sure, because there's more chance of slashing a sidewall. And yeah, let's look at this stuff. It's just so chunky too. There's like, I don't know, decent chance of supposedly something really bad descent up here. So it would be a, I might not end up with, might be the deal maker, much more weight savings anyway, because I don't like with some of the extra stuff I carry with this bike. You just and then with the mountain bike, I'm more comfortable carrying a little more weight. I'm risking just, depending on the weather, demolishing the tire. I might have to carry quite a bit of water. So is that it? And then with the mountain bike, I could always discard some weight higher up. They do the last push the lightest possible. So that's my thought process right now, because it's just like there's some sections of good road and you're going pretty good, but then like a couple minutes later you really just start hammering. There's all this embedded rock, and then the washboards, you find a good groove and it's washboarded up, but this road ought to be pretty good. I just saw a Sprinter van, although I'm not sure which way they came off of Crankshaft Junction, but anyway, I was riding all for a long time. I hadn't seen one car on this road, then all of a sudden 3 passed me just a few minutes ago. They're long straight roads and you think you'd be making really good time on them, but I'm not. And it's not like I'm tired. my legs are feeling good and fresh. It's just you run into pockets of this kind of stuff, it just saps your power. Crankshaft Crossing. Have people added some new ones to the array?
Ours that blew up.
Yeah. Hey, this climb is not as gnarly as I thought it'd be. Definitely a good cross bike climb. I don't know, I'm still on the fence. It's like I'll be riding, have a good stretch of gravel, and be like, this is the bike. And then I'll hit this just like washboardy, sandy sections are just robbing power and beating the body up. I think I topped out. Maybe not. I think I see some more road up there. Anyway, it's about the end of the recon. My brother's down there somewhere. Tossed my bike in the back and drive me home. There's no reason to go down that descent. Very productive. I found out, learned a lot. Now I go to the planning board. I think I'll be doing some trial runs. I got a pretty good climb in mind that I can do that replicates some of these stretches, and I'll do it on the cross bike and the mountain bike and compare. I got power meters on both now, so I can compare some stuff and decide which one to go with. I think I'm leaning towards mountain bike. I think that having that little bit of suspension will really be more efficient in the long run. Boy, it reeks of rotten eggs here. Mine sulfur. All right, this is the top of the pass here, Last Chance Mountains. Then there's supposed to be pavement. That's it for my recon. Well, that's a little Erzberg action. You can come up here with a dirt bike. That's sweet. Oh yes, there is pavement. There are no clouds. I think you can see up there by the objective White Mountain Peak. I don't know if you could actually see it from here or not, but that'd be a teaser. It's a long ways off.